Namaste. Today we are going to do the remaining questions from exercise 5.3. 11th question. If the sum of the first n terms of an AP is 4n minus n square, what is the first term? In bracket it is given, that is S1. What is sum of first two terms? What is the second term? Similarly find the third, the 10th and the nth terms. So here it is given, sum is Sn equal to 4n minus n square. This is sum of n terms of an AP. Now S1, it means sum of one term in an AP. So it is equal to the first term, because if only one term is there, its sum will be that term itself. If 8 is the first term, what is the sum of one term here? It is also 8. If 16 is the first term, then what is the sum of first term? 16, because no other terms are there to add with it. So if we find S1, that will be the first term itself, because there is only one term. So you don't have any other term to add with it. So finding S1 means you are finding the first term. S1 equal to, here n equal to 1. So 4 into 1 minus 1 square, which is equal to 4 ones are 4 minus 1 equal to 3. This will be equal to first term. S1 is A, because S1 means sum of one term in an AP. Sum of one term means there is only one single term, and that term is the first term, 3. Now what will be S2? Sum of two terms in an AP, that is 4 into 2 minus 2 square, 8 minus 4, which is equal to 4. So sum of one term in an AP is 3 and sum of two terms in an AP is 4. That is, if this is first term and this is second term, sum of one term in an AP means this number is 3. That is first term itself. Now this plus this term, you have answer 4. So to find the second term, you have to subtract 4 minus 3 equal to 1. This will be the second term. Then only you will get the answer 4. Adding with first term. This is not second term, this is sum of two terms. So to find second term or A2, we have to subtract the first term, that we know, 3, from what? From the sum of two terms, and the answer is 1. So in an AP, how is this AP? First term is 3, second term is 1. So you can find the difference from this. Difference is preceding number is subtracted from succeeding number. So difference D equal to, this is terms in an AP. So 1 minus 3 equal to minus 2 is the difference. Next we have to find third term, 10th term and nth term. We know the difference and the first term, so it is easy for us to find other terms. Nth term is an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, that is a 3 plus n minus 1. N is here, n itself, n minus 1 into d is, d we know, minus 2. Distribute this negative 2 to this inside the bracket. So 3 plus minus 2 into n, minus 2n, minus 2 into minus 1, plus 2. Now 3 plus 2 is 5, and here it is minus 2n. Plus minus 2n means 5 minus 2n. This is an. If an is 5 minus 2n, it is easy for us to find a3 and a10. These are the other terms which we need to find. a3 will be, substitute the value of n as 3. So it becomes 5 minus 2 into 3. That is 5 minus 6, negative 1. Here 5 minus 2 into 10. That is 5 minus 20, which is equal to negative 15. So third term is negative 1. 10th term is negative 15. You can also substitute values here also. This is the actual formula. In this you can find third term and 10th term. But after finding nth term, we got a new equation. So here it is an equal to 5 minus 2n. So I find third term and 10th term by applying the value for n in this equation. You can also use this. Next question, find the sum of first 40 positive integers divisible by 6. So the positive integers that are divisible by 6, we know it is 6, 12, 18, 24, etc. Here, as we know it is divisible by 6, that means here the difference will be 6. D equal to 6 and first term will be 6 because 6 ones are 6. Now here we have to find S40, that is sum of first 40 terms in this AP. So n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Here n is 40, 40 by 2 into 2a. 2 into a is 2 into 6, that is 12, plus n minus 1. N is here 40, 40 minus 1 is 39 into d is 6. 40 division 2 is 20, 12 plus 39 into 6 is 234. Now 12 plus 234 is 246 into this 20, which is equal to 4920. This is S40. Next question, find the sum of first 15 multiples of 8. We know multiples of 8 start from 8. 8 2s are 16, 3 8s are 24, 4 8s are 32, etc. This is the AP of multiple of 8s. So here first term will be 8 and difference will be 8. Here difference is 8. We have to find S15 as we did in the previous question. S15 equal to 15 by 2 into 2 into 8. Here A is 8. So 2A means 2 into 8, that is 16, plus n minus 1. N is here 15. 15 minus 1 is 14. N minus 1 into D. Into D is here 8, which is equal to 15 by 2. 16 plus 14 into 8 is 112, which is equal to 15 by 2 into 16 plus 112 is 128. Here in 2 and 128, 2 is a common factor. 2 1s are 2. Here 6 2s are 12, 4 2s are 8. Now in numerator we have 15 into 64. 15 into 64 is 960. So S15 of this AP is 960. That is sum of 15 terms in this AP is 960. Next question, find the sum of the odd numbers between 0 and 50. Between 0 and 50 you have to find the sum of odd numbers. We know the odd numbers between 0 and 50 starts from 1. 1 is the first odd number. Second odd number is 3. Third one is 5, 7, 9, etc. And here we know the difference is 2 and first term is 1. Also we know 50 is an even number, right? Because it is a multiple of 2 and multiples of 2 are all even. So 50 is even. If 50 is even, the very next number before 50 will be odd. That is last term between 0 and 50, the odd number will be 49. So starts from 1 and ends in 49. Both are odd numbers. You have to find sum of the odd numbers between 0 and 50. Here we don't know how many numbers are there between 0 and 50. As these are small values, you can just count it. But if it is a bigger value, you have to apply the formula. So I am doing it applying the formula. Here we know the thing that last term is 49. AN equal to, that is 49 equal to, if this is the last term, then A plus, A is here 1 plus N we don't know, N minus 1 into D is 2. From this we have to find value of N. So 49 equal to 1 plus, distribute this 2. So 2N minus 2. Here 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Minus 1 taking to the side, it becomes plus 1. So 49 plus 1 is 50 equal to 2N. N equal to 50 is there on the other side of equal. Take this 2 along with N to the other side. It goes to denominator. 50 division 2 is 25. So we got N equal to 25. That is here number of terms are 25. In between 0 and 50 there are 25 odd numbers. we find it using AN equation. Instead of AN, we write it as 49. It is the last term, and apply the equation, that is A plus N minus 1 into D. From this we find out the value for N, and we got it is 25. So we have to find S25. There are 25 terms between 0 and 50. So S25 equal to N by 2 into first term plus last term. As we know both, so we are taking this equation. That is N is here 25 by 2 into A is 1 plus L. Last term is 49, which is equal to 25 by 2 into 50. Again 25 are 50. So 25 into 25 in numerator, that is S25. 25 into 25 is 625. This is the answer. Sum of first odd number between 0 and 50 is 625. Next question. A contract on construction job specifies a penalty for delay of completion beyond a certain date as follows. Rupees 200 for the first day, rupees 250 for the second day, rupees 300 for the third day, etc. That is penalty. Okay. If they haven't completed the work for other extra days, they have to pay the penalty. The penalty for succeeding day being rupees 50 more than the preceding day, how much money the contractor has to pay as penalty if he has delayed the work by 30 days. So here the penalty of each day differ by 50 from previous day. So we have to consider only the penalties, and we know the penalty starts from rupees 200, and the next day penalty will be 250, next day will be 300. Here the difference is 50, and first term is here 200. Penalty starts from 200. Here we have to find what is the penalty paid by the contractor if he delay the work by 30 days. In this case, it is not asked to find the 30th term. Okay, don't get confused. You don't want to find A30 because it is the 30th term. It is not the question. The question is how much money the contractor has to pay as penalty. Here on the first day he had to pay 200. Here this is the penalty 250 on the second day, but he had to pay 200 plus 250 on the second day. If he is delayed by third day, then he had to pay 200 plus 250 plus 300. Not 300 only on third day. Okay. So penalty he have to pay is sum of all terms. Okay. Till 30th day. Here listen. If he is delayed by 1 day, he have to pay only 200. If he is delayed by 2 days, he have to pay the first day's penalty along with the second day's penalty. So 200 plus 250, that is 450 is the penalty on second day. If he is delayed by 3 days, the third day's penalty is 300, but he have to pay because he is delayed by 3 days. So he have to pay each day's penalty. That is first day 200, second day 250, third day 300. Okay. Don't say it is 300. It is third day's penalty, but he have to pay first day because he delayed the first day also. Second day also he delayed. So third day also he delayed. You have to add all penalties, and the third day he have to pay the total. Like that, here it is asked how much money the contractor has to pay as penalty if he has delayed the work by 30 days. So you must not find A30. It is the 30th term only. Here the penalty means each day's penalty is added, and in total S30 he have to pay. That is S30 equal to 30 by 2 into 2 into A. 200, 2 into 200 is 400. That is 2A plus N minus 1. 30 minus 1 is 29 into D is 50. 29 into 50, which is equal to 30 division 2 is 15. 400 plus 29 into 50 is 1450 plus 400 you will get 1850 into 15 is the, that is S30 equal to 27,750. This much amount he had to pay as penalty on the 30th day. But this is not the 30th term. This is not the amount on 30th day. This is the total amount he had to pay as penalty. That is first day's penalty plus second day's penalty plus third day's penalty plus like that till 30 days. This is the total amount. Therefore, the contractor has to pay rupees 27,750 as penalty.